So all of the news a little later on with the results of the earlier Belmont races before we go live racing at 10 after 5. Big race of the day at Rosehill about to go. Let's rejoin Ian Craig.
Starting to move up, Sydney.
Okay, Ian, we'll come back to you shortly. Just a minor communication problem there. It'd be nice if we could chase some betting news, re what we're seeing on screen and perhaps what they're investing on track. Ancient Song has eased on course, folks. Joe McKinnon, any other news from on course?
I think punters have started to shy away from Ancient Song. She did come up very short prior to the race. She's probably getting out to her right price now. I think a bit of hesitation about the way she paraded today. As you can see now behind the barriers, she's pretty keyed up, but it won't be deterring me. I'm pretty keen on her today.
Okay, Joey, let's head up to the broadcast tower now. Ancient Song easy on course as we rejoin Ian Craig.
Well, we've got about 4 to move in for the Premier Stakes, won last year by On Type, ridden by Brian York, who rides Ancient Song this year. On Type last year beat Padstow and Century Kid. Been significant support for Century Kid late. But on the tab in New South Wales, Shogun Lodge, number 1, 261.40, number 9, Ancient Song, 350 and 130, and number 2, Century Kid, 470 and 160. Previous race won by Caribou, number 1, 6 out of 6, beat 3, Silver Duke and 2, Adina. Corey Brown riding the winner. Now we're all set for the Group 2 Bankstown Sports Club Premier Stakes, 1200 metres, Sports Brat AG. Racing this time, they came away in a good line, and Century Kid and Ancient Song, the two best to commence. And they lead a couple of lengths on Padstow, followed by Shogun Lodge. He's not all that far away. And then Sports Brat, followed by Carp Gun, and then Dress Circle. Second last is Hosanna, and King of Rhythm is last of all. 7:50 to go. Ancient Song given no peace by Century Kid, and Jay Sheehan takes Century Kid clear of Ancient Song past the 700. About 6 lengths to Padstow, 4 to Sports Brat, and next to Shogun Lodge. 2.5 to Carp Gun, and then Dress Circle Hosanna, and 3 lengths to the despised Ruffy, King of Rhythm. They're strung out like Brown's cows. Coming to the corner, and the well-tried Century Kid, 3 Ancient Song, 5 to Padstow, 4 to Sports Brat, then Shogun Lodge and Carp Gun as they wheel into the straight now. Century Kid 1.5 lengths on Ancient Song, 3 to Padstow, 2 lengths to Shogun Lodge, and Pat Payne pulls him into the open stretches, and then Sports Brat, but Century Kid, Sheehan shaking him along. Century Kid, he's doing it in grand style. He's home. He's well clear of Ancient Song. Shogun Lodge late, but Century Kid, a brilliant win. Century Kid beat Ancient Song, Shogun Lodge, then Padstow with Hosanna, Carp Gun, Sports Brat, and then Dress Circle, and the rank outsider whipped them in, King of Rhythm.
Decisive move from Justin Sheehan early in that race to go past Ancient Song, and then Justin Sheehan rated Century Kid to perfection. Runner-up Ancient Song was burnt off for speed early, and for third, making up a ton of ground, Shogun Lodge. 4.30 and $1.50. Now this is well after when Shogun Lodge scooted past Ancient Song, but with a wing on every heel. Ancient Song moves to the outside now. Shogun Lodge with the green cap and yellow colours back in the ruck, with Sports Brat comes to the outside. Hosanna right behind it and makes up a stack of ground. Okay, let's head down to the track, Rosehill Gardens. Joe McKinnon.
Looked very jubilant after that.
Yeah, he's a lucky horse. This, you know, time and working to the horse, and you know, the last 2 years he's just been terrific to the stable.
He went off the boil after winning the town plate at Wagga under that big weight, but the spell's done him good. Yeah,
well, he went to Brisbane, and he's a funny horse. He just doesn't like wet tracks, and even though the track was good that day, it rained about an hour before the race, and it just had a little slip on top of the ground. And he's a sort of horse, he's such a speed horse, unless it's rock hard, he starts to slip.
Okay, a little audio problem there, Joe, but Mark Fraser Campen sounding delighted with how Century Kid's returned to form. A Wagga winner went to Eagle Farm for that QTC Cup, beaten 6 lengths, but the time will be very interesting on what time they've run, and there's the trifecta information. Padstow's run in 4th position, number 3, first for $302, 109.35, so it's a handy sprint. From the front for Century Kid, the son of Centane, Graham Rogerson, the trainer, and one of the...
And now we're ready once more. Set to go. All clear now. Away. Mystegic began reasonably in gate number 2. Aragons and Rubitano away fast, and now Mystegic starts to find his legs. Regal Shot was away fast, and Shea Spice just off them. At the 800, Rubitano in the centre, joined and headed by Regal Shot. Mystegic the rail, the pressure's on early. Sitting just off them, a length away, Arrogance. 1 Shea Spice, 1 Desert Sky. 2 lengths to Gore Lane, 2 to Fritz, and last is the Big Chill. As they went through the gap, Mystegic had the lead now. Nectar Rubitano. 1 to Regal Shot on the outside, third, and Arrogance right behind them. A length and a half further back, Shea Spice, and then Desert Sky coming around the turn now, and it's Mystegic about a neck in front. Rubitano the outside. They both look to travel okay. Regal Shot under the whip, and then Arrogance and Shea Spice peeling out. They corner now, and Mystegic shot clear. Rubitano found nothing, and Arrogance is coming after the leader. Shea Spice sweeps down the outside. Mystegic in front. Arrogance coming after it on the outside with Shea Spice. They go to the line. Mystegic kicks and wins. Mystegic has won it from Shea Spice, Arrogance. Fritz out wide, ran on hard, and then the Big Chill. Desert Sky to Gore Lane, Rubitano. Well, he's beaten 1 home, and that's Regal Shot. Mystegic getting the money, Damien Oliver. The threats came from all over the track out wide, but he just kept on running hard and true. He's actually run the slowest of the 3,000 metre races today. The 3-year-olds have beaten him his time clearly. But he's got there. 1 Mystegic, Damien Oliver. 60.2 was the time. Just keep in mind how good that makes Bel Esprit today. 59 even he ran. 1, 7 and 8 are the numbers. Mystegic first. Shea Spice has run second, Greg Childs. And Arrogance running a much better race, Kieran McAvoy. 1, 7 and 8.
Alf Matthews, there was plenty arguing he should have been the champion sprinter last season. He's proven that he's up with the best.
Brendan, and he's an outstanding horse, and I've got Lee Curtis with me now. Lee, well, I suppose you wouldn't have had any problems during the run.
I was a bit worried, don't worry about that. He did a bit of work, as I'd expected him to do from the gate. They come over and they made him do a bit of work, but he found plenty. He's a good little horse, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I suppose you were very happy to have your substitute jockey, Damien Oliver, on?
Yeah, substitute. He's not bad for a second string, is he? A reserve bench.
It certainly comes in handy. Where will you go from here?
He'll he'll run up the Valley for the Manicato in 4 weeks.
Well, that's a perfect race for him, isn't it?
Yeah, the 1200. They won't go as hard as that, and he'll get a nice run.
Yeah, right. Okay, Lee, well done.
Thanks, Alfie. Good
There is Lee Curtis with the outstanding Mystegic.
Time was slow, but...
Alfie, before you go, as Greg mentioned, that adds incredible merit to Bel Esprit's run in the time they ran there.
Brendan, I haven't actually checked on the time yet, but I think what you've got to remember, they've run 60.2. What you've got to remember, though, there has been considerable wear and tear on the surface, so I think it fits in fairly well, given the fact that it's race 6 as opposed to race 2 for Bel Esprit. Yeah, I think it fits in pretty good. But yes, what you're saying is spot on. It was a very good time early in the day.
Well, Lee Curtis looking pretty happy. He's got a lot to look forward to for the Galaxy winner, who was placed in a host of big races during the autumn, placed in a Newmarket, placed in an Oakley Plate, placed in a Lightning, so he's mixing it. And mixing it with the very best, and then came out to beat Century Kid in the Galaxy. Century Kid's won the Group 2 Premier today, and he's returned in winning form. The son of Strategic now wins 3 from 4, first up with 1 second placing. And there's the king of Australian race riding, Damien Oliver, in winning form, yellow sleeves and yellow cap. An excitement machine, no doubt, out of a mare called Volcanic Mist. Okay, from there we look to Victoria Park. And this is the 6th race. This is the Development Appeal 1400 metre handicap, where Border Time firms in. More Action remains firm, as does Oliver Beer. And None for the Road from there, Sardonyx at $7.70. Over the page, I Ken and Kedron, $8.80 for I Ken, Ben Claridge with the sit. So shortly the runners to be called forward there. A break as Mystegic warms down after winning the listed Ian McEwen Trophy.
Sunday night at 8:30, don't miss In the Gig. This week a review